Welcome to the Home Tough Podcast, episode 10. And we are thankful. Una go soon know. Because those when they come and they talk, say, you people are just predicting. You have never won. We have won this time around. The God who did it for us, who broke the chains of Court 1 and Court 2, we continue to do it for us.
Amen.
Make I let you know, say, Bet Niger don't up the ante. Bet Niger see they like that, eh? Maximum payout now 200 million naira, now the highest for the whole of Nigeria. So as you they watch, where you they enjoy all our interesting segments, just know say, if you put your money for where Bet Niger Day, you go boom, 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 and everywhere go soft. It's the season of happiness, the season of sharing, and we're here to share interesting information with you. That update when I don't give you whole and well, 200 million, now only Bet Niger they run now. Make I can introduce the people where we say, week in, week out, they day with me. We they discuss what is very, very interesting, and we they see as soon as they respond for the comments. I'm going to, as a gentleman, begin with the lady in our midst. Sports Amazon. She sabi ball. Yes, now. And the way she they analyze and people they talk say, okay. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. Ladies and gentlemen, Joycee Williams!
Thank you.
Congratulations to Manchester United.
Yes!
We will continue to celebrate. Amori Oluwa in the morning, early in the morning, we will go and take 3 points.
Of course.
Ladies and
When you
gentlemen,
collect 3 points, finish, you take 30.
Baba, calm down. Don't introduce you now. This is not. Don't go through the corners because that's the only thing Arsenal knows how to do. Corner kick. That's why they had them to score now. Ladies and gentlemen, by my immediate right is the man who would always put it to you. And at the end, he will come back to apologize.
Hey.
He told us here boldly that Arsenal will never drop points. Before the speech, when he pour for ground dry, Arsenal don't begin to drop points. What is going on? A football analyst aficionado. He mounts the switch when they discuss football. And he's Sabia well. Sawadinho!
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Arteta, I blame. I blame Arteta.
Don't worry. He don't already fall in the hand. And ladies and gentlemen, this man is super intelligent, super smart, and you would love his analysis. That person will be say when it comes to sports, if we can't focus on football in Sabiam, make some noise for Mike The Pundit.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing betBOOMs. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Niger.
So let's just delve straight into the discussion. And I'm going to begin first by saying congratulations to all Nigerians.
Hey!
Yes, congratulations to all Nigerians. We are celebrating.
Ademola.
Consecutive wins. We don't produce the best male footballer for Africa for 2 years straight now.
Yeah.
Ghana, what's going on? Ghana, sorry, Sorry, you.
They're not Ghana, understand.
No,
They're not Ghana.
You are not Ghana relate.
They're not Ghana
You are not Ghana relate. Some people they don't say, where is Kudus? What? Person scored 3 goals for Europa League final, the first ever. Person inspire Atalanta. Come on, don't call Kudus. Go and sit down somewhere. So let's just go straight into the conversation. I mean, Ademola Lookman, did you all see this coming? Because when they come to the shortlist, people come to look say, it be like say, maybe CAF go and look some 1 or 2. And I saw the ceremony, after the announcer, some people where they say those people are Moroccans come begin they walk away. We can't sing the song where they sing for viewing center. They go. One by one.
Well, after that award, the ceremony don't finish. So it's only natural say they go. The people with plenty pass for that hall, now Moroccans. You understand?
But if na Hakimi win and they for go.
They go. Ceremony don't finish.
Just the way they take come out like that.
Go.
No problem.
Yes, but then back to the matter.
Yes.
I mean, congratulations. If we are claiming giants of Africa, we should always be in this discussion,
of course,
whether we win it or not. In the 90s, it used to be like our birthright. You know, from Rashidi Yekini, Emmanuel Amunike, Kanu Wankwo, Victor Ikpeba. You know, it used to be like our birthright. And then we had that long spell, you know, that no Nigerian won it till Victor Osimhen, and now back-to-back Ademola Lookman. There was a picture that CAF put up, and the caption was, "It just feels right." You understand? Seeing Ademola with that trophy, it just feels right. I don't think they were going to do anything to deny him of that trophy. You understand? The guy totally deserves it.
For club and countries.
If you notice, a lot of people were happy for him. Genuinely happy for him, because aside the football on the field, his personality off the field, you know, makes him more endearing to you. You understand? A lot of it, I was celebrating yesterday, you know, like it was a trophy for Nigeria's national team. You know, I mean, it was a trophy for the entire country. You know, so I mean, it feels right. What he did with Atalanta, what he did with the Super Eagles at the African Cup of Nations. I mean, you can't give it to Adingra on the basis of just winning the African Cup of Nations. You can't give it to Hakimi. You can't give it to Williams and all of that. Ademola deserves it, and we are all proud of him. Congratulations, Ademola. We're proud of you. We love you, and thank you.
Baba, this one called it on to vote of France. No, serve jollof rice. So I would not want us to go over and over, because I mean, we're all Nigerians and we're all excited for Ademola Lookman genuinely. But may I just ask this one before we go Man City? Do you think that Ademola Lookman can replicate this win next season or next year, or another Nigerian? Make we do hat-trick on them, because we deserve them. May I ask? Let me start with Joyce.
He's already on the trajectory to repeating it. Look at how Atlanta are playing this season. You can't remove Ademola Lookman from that team, and you said Atlanta is Ademola Lookman. Lookman is Ademola. Lookman is Atlanta. You can't remove him from that team. Look at how he's performing in the Italian Serie A. Look at his performance against Real Madrid. I think he was given the best player on that field that day. He's on track to do that again.
True.
He's on track.
True.
Unless, God forbid.
No, don't even say that. No. Once God forbid, don't leave her. Sorry, my sister, leave her. If not Ghana now. So Mike.
Well, I would also go with Joyce to say that he's also on that track, but there is a bit of skepticism within me from the fact that there's the AFCON next year, and that is a very key part of CAF rolling out the award. Now the AFCON will be in December.
The AFCON doesn't come till December.
Yeah, the AFCON will be in December.
So
now that's where the problem is. So will CAF delay the ceremony after the AFCON? Or they will have the ceremony before the AFCON, because the AFCON is in December period in Morocco.
I think next year's AFCON will count for the 2026 awards.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they can delay the ceremony.
If that does not happen, I feel he can actually do it. And of course, if he wins the Italian Serie A, consider it over for any other side. Although there's a Salah in the mix if care is not taken.
You have to look at what he did last season.
There's a Salah in the mix.
In the entirety of last season, I think it was 14 goals in the Serie A and how many assists? In less than, we're not up to halfway into the season, and he's already 8 goals and how many assists? You understand? So 5. He's on that trajectory, but then there's serious competition. Salah is actually firing just like he said.
Leave Salah. Made that contract just the cost problem for them.
Mamouche.
Who is that?
Mamouche.
Who be that one?
Entrant Frankfurt. That's the thing.
Mamouche is actually.
But Mamouche cannot win the league.
No. He's actually firing as well. What if Egypt wins the AFCON? Okay, we've talked about the AFCON and all that.
So we don't know what's happening with that, of course.
There's so much competition.
Let Mamouche.
But I'll be rooting for
let's shush. Which one be Mamouche Babu? So let's talk about Manchester City. I can see the excitement already. Who would have thought that in the last 10 years, may I use 10 years? In the last 10 years, that Manchester City would go 11 games. And if we dey check L, we go count 8.
I'm telling you.
Who would have thought that a manager would beat Pep Guardiola 4-1 and then switch sides and beat Pep Guardiola
2-1.
Not just 2-1. With 115 seconds. Within 115 seconds. See, this Manchester City struggle. Is it time for Manchester City to come and talk to their village people? Because this one don't they pass normal, it will happen sometimes. It's looking like there's a crisis. Do you think there's a crisis, Joyce?
I think it's a crisis. I think if this were a Madrid or a Barcelona, because I'm going to go directly into the hypocrisy of fans towards other manager and protecting Pep Guardiola. If this was a Barcelona and you lose the amount of games that you have lost, would you be calling for a Pep Guardiola's head? If this was in Madrid fans will be calling for Ancelotti's head today. They will forget the fact that they have won the amount of Champions League that he has won with them. Nobody's calling for Pep Guardiola's head because of the way he has taken Man City over the last couple of years. But I think maybe it's time.
So that means there's no hypocrisy there. That means there's no hypocrisy.
How is there no hypocrisy?
No.
There is no hypocrisy.
You've answered yourself. There's no hypocrisy there.
Because of the way
he has helped, right?
I'm just saying that it is hypocrisy because nobody is calling for his head.
They'll not call for his head because they know where he took them from.
He
took them from. Maybe this is how far he can take them.
You mentioned Madrid and Barcelona. It's a different case as compared to Manchester City.
It is not a different case.
No, Manchester City just popped up in how many years?
Has been, you look at the last 5 years and you say Man City.
Manchester City have just won Champions League title.
It doesn't matter.
Madrid and Barcelona have beyond.
Have they been to several semi-finals in these last 5 years?
The most industrious manager for Manchester City is Pep Guardiola. You look into what he has done. It is not hypocrisy. You just look back and say, okay, let me tell you. Okay. When Pep was with Barcelona, if he had gone after winning that 6 titles, if he had gone 11 matches the following season, would people have called for his head? No.
Why
he went on sabbatical by himself. They wouldn't call for his head because they look at what he has done. That is exactly what. See, some people are not calling for Mikel Arteta's head because they feel, because where Arsenal we're coming from, and that's where I would take it. Where Manchester City were coming from, Pep in and tried to take them to that glory land, and he has done that. So there's no hypocrisy there. What is saving him is the amount of success. Was
Man City struggling in the last couple of seasons
before Pep came in? Yeah, they were.
How?
They were because
how many titles have they won before that time?
Pellegrini and Mancini won, but they were waiting for the Champions League. Who delivered the Champions League?
2 in how many years?
Yes.
Who delivered the Champions League? If you give a time,
I'll
time frame.
I'll answer you. I will oppose you and I will support you.
Okay.
Now,
choose one place.
Because I actually have an answer for both sides.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Now, I'll agree with him when he says
it's not hypocrisy.
The success.
Yes.
The success level of Pep Guardiola is so loud that even if he loses another 5 more games, I don't think anybody would, even the owners of Man City would not call for his head. 6 in 8 titles. 6. You've been in the league for 8 seasons. You've won the league title 6 times. Come on. No manager who has achieved that much success experiencing this kind of run right now.
Don't say
that.
No.
Ferguson won 7 in 10 years. Don't say that.
No. What I'm saying,
7 in 10 years.
How many back-to-back?
When Ferguson won 7 in 10 years, like you said, if Ferguson had lost 8 in 11 games, would you call for his head?
After that time?
Yeah.
Probably the fans.
Calm down, they don't catch you.
The success is so loud.
Okay, so.
But then, why I agree with you, hypocrisy, is the fact that the fans are not making so much noise as they would have if it was an Ancelotti.
Okay.
Like you said. Because, look at it. Zinedine Zidane won 3 Champions League titles for Real Madrid.
Yes.
Back to back to back.
Yeah.
But the moment it looked like things were not going. In fact, Ancelotti won a league title with Real Madrid, and was it Ancelotti or who that won a league title that they fired him because he was not playing the kind of football? Either Ancelotti or was it Benitez or who?
No, I don't think Benitez won with them.
Now this Italian when they wear glasses. Is he Italian?
Who's that?
What's his name that wears glasses?
Madrid.
Yeah.
Fabio
Capello, yes.
He won the title,
Capello.
and then they let him go because he wasn't playing the brown football. You understand? So that is the hypocrisy angle. I will agree with you, but it will be so faint because of the success level of Pep Guardiola.
All right, interesting. Good one. Or better yet, maybe because Man City not get real fans. Some of them are Arsenal fans when they disgruntled.
A lot of them.
So they are like,
our cousins.
Well. So let's talk about the 2034 World Cup. It will be the 25th FIFA World Cup. And this time, it is Saudi Arabia. Nobody even follow them contest them. It be like say they don't they plan this one, they come and they can't choose the year when they believe say this one pay them, make them go. Now we have seen Qatar and we know say those people anything where they want to do, then they go all out. What do we expect or what should we be expecting from Saudi Arabia in 2034? God keep us alive by the special grace of God.
I think magic. I think magic, actually. Right. Because, these Arab countries, they go out of their way to impress you, to make a statement. First off, the World Cup has been expanded to 48 teams, meaning we would have over 100 games, like 104. The first edition of that expansion will have 3 countries as hosts. US, Canada, Mexico. The second edition of that expanded version will have 3 countries as hosts in 2030. Spain, Portugal, Morocco. The third edition, only Saudi Arabia is saying we will do it alone. There are still discussions if some games will be played outside of Saudi Arabia, but they are saying we'll do it alone. Because of that, they are proposing 15 stadiums to host the tournament. 8 in Riyadh, I think 4 in the Red Sea port, and then 1 each in 2 or 3 other cities. You understand? And they are planning on giving us stadiums that I read somewhere that one of the stadiums is proposed to be 200 meters cliff top. One of them 300 and something meters above street level, not sea level, above street level, different things and all of that. And none of these stadiums will be less than 40,000 capacity. Wow. But then there is a whole lot of issues with the Saudi hosting the World Cup in 2034. One, we can't play the World Cup in June, July in Saudi Arabia. Temperatures run as high as 40 degrees Celsius and all of that. But Qatar told us that, okay, if we cannot play here, we can play in November, December when the climate is a little bit calmer. But there's a problem with Saudi. Saudi is like the capital city of Islam. It's like the holy city of Islam. So that November, December, mid-December is actually the holy month of Ramadan. And people go to Saudi. Are we going to have the World Cup in Saudi when people are actually going to Saudi for their spiritual exercise? It's an issue. Secondly, women, up until recently, as recent as, was it 2017, were not allowed to go to the stadium to see games in Saudi Arabia. You understand? Even when they were allowed, they had to segregate them. They have women's section, men's section. You understand? But we're hoping that by 2034, it would have eased up to the extent of having women and men mixed together. It's a very conservative country, don't forget. You understand? Thirdly, alcohol. Remember what Qatar did to FIFA at the last World Cup. The more you look, the less you see. Before Qatar were awarded the rights, things like this, alcohol was discussed. And they said, oh, this, that. They didn't make a solid statement on alcohol. 3 days to the World Cup. Qatar tell you, say, you know, go carry alcohol.
Drink juice.
You don't go carry alcohol. And then we know the culture in Europe is football and beer.
Yes.
You understand? So they had to put restricted places where you can have your beer. No carry and come here. So all of these issues are issues surrounding, Saudi hosting. But if we know FIFA in recent times, now who go fee run them? Once you have the money,
yes,
they will run it. So I'm expecting magic from Saudi in 2034. Already they don't sign up people like Ronaldo, as their ambassadors and all of
cultural
that.
ambassadors.
So, Baba, let's look forward to it. I think we'll have one of the best World Cups ever.
Very true. Succinctly put. We'll just leave and we'll not talk too much. But still talking about the World Cup. Gist they go around. Say the NFF now, they make plans to arrange foreign manager for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'll begin with you, Mike The Pundit, because we have discussed this issue here. We've spoken about Eguavon and how we believe that, he should go all out and do it. But this stage where the Super Eagles then are in a very, very difficult position. Yeah. We get 4 people when they're ahead of us. But people, they look and say, if you go trust anybody to do them, it go be Austin Eguavon. But some they talk say now only Oyibo fit run am. I just want your thoughts on that. Is it impossible that a Nigerian can maybe just do the unthinkable in this situation because we're in a very, very bad place.
So I'm going to take it from the bad place. We're in a bad place because the Nigerian got us to a bad place, right? So are we confident enough to say that from this bad spot in which we are, another Nigerian can get us over the line and get us to the World Cup? So it's a very critical situation. Now, I'm not the type that will sit here and tell you that, oh, no Nigerian coach can do it, oh, bring in a foreign coach. I'm not the type that will tell you, support local product, let's go with indigenous way. But one thing I will tell you is that I'll be on the fence as regards this one. If you bring in a foreign manager, how good is the manager? I think Nigerians are mostly fixated on, once he comes in, can speak, has got the accents and the, no racism now, and the comprehension. They believe that, yeah, you are good to go. No, that there are grades and there are levels to this managerial team when it comes to Europe. So you're not going to bring in maybe a grade E, a grade F coach and say that, oh, let's go with the super good thing. So it's difficult. However, in football, I say it most times, in football, you're as good as your last game. Yeah. The last games for Austin Eguavoen, he said that he failed to beat Rwanda away from home, also failed to beat Benin Republic away from home. And those two countries are also involved in the World Cup. So if the NFF comes out and say that, oh, we have looked into it, we've weighed up our options, it is not good enough, we want to bring in a foreign coach, no problem. At the end of the day, if Sawadinho is the coach, you just want to be at the World Cup. Everyone wants to be at the World Cup, right? So at the end of the day, it is who would get us over the line. But how sure are we that a foreign coach can also do it?
Yeah.
If we have to do it, December is the right time to get the coach in. Let him know what he wants to do, because the next window is in March.
Yeah, March.
Is in March, and you have ample time to save yourself. And again, Austin Eguavoen at this point in time.
Sorry, let me ask you one question.
Yes.
Ample time to do what exactly?
There are no friendly games in between.
Exactly. The players do not come.
There are no friendly games in between.
March.
It's a match itself.
Ample time to do what exactly?
Maybe to watch them play for
and
clubs.
watch.
And go and tell them why it is important that we are at the World Cup.
Unless that.
Okay, so Joyce, let me ask you now. We won't go for foreign manager.
Yeah.
Not be just because of complexion. You go get manager when get sense.
Yeah.
And when we go fit believe, say, go fit bring us for this situation. Make we look all the options when they now. Including, make we talk say one go even do Jagba of manager. Maybe one go Fenerbahce and go carry Jose Mourinho come on. Who do you think we should be looking out for? Or do you even think that there's a foreign manager out there that, so long as we don't take this difficult situation where Nigeria put us there and we don't trust Nigeria to come out us, we go fit trust the Igbo person to come out us for here?
I'm not in agreement with
going for a
foreign coach because we're in a very dire situation. Like our next few games are against Rwanda and South Africa, away from home.
Chai.
Are we going to win that? We're second to bottom of the table.
Chai.
Is a foreign coach going to come in and be able to? We need a miracle.
Chai.
And it's always difficult for a foreign coach to actually come, acclimatize with the players, then get them prepared and say, you want to go and play Rwanda at their house.
And there's also a feeling
South Africa
of
at their house.
There's also
and beat them.
There's also a feeling that a foreign coach will come and be like, well, you guys are in a delicate situation, so I'm not going to come all out like that.
Exactly.
But if it's a Nigerian coach, he's aware that Alpha, guys, we need to go to this World Cup.
The pressure is more.
The pressure, the Nigerian coach is understand the Nigerian feeling compared to a foreign manager. However, the feeling does not play the football. You have to play the football on the pitch itself.
Exactly.
So the Nigerian coach don't understand that, oh, boys, let's do this. And I've been to the Super Eagles camp most times, and I know that these players respect Austin Eguavoen a whole lot. And the respect comes first in football. If you don't respect a manager, you don't go ahead to do what he does not expect from you on the football pitch. So it's really delicate. Maybe because I was sitting on the fence, but maybe I'll go with Joycee again. Yeah. Maybe we'll just stick with our Nigerian team. And because if you not go to the World, you pay this foreign manager in dollars, and you fail to go to the World Cup, money wasted.
Waste of money.
You see the thing about the Super Eagles job right now. If you're a coach that loves yourself, avoid it.
But the coaches will not avoid it because the Super Eagles is the big brand.
If you're a coach that loves yourself,
what's happening? So why you talk like this now?
It's not a
job. They'll drag you now.
It's not a job that any coach should take right now.
Hi.
And it has nothing to do with how much the NFF is willing to pay. First off, the NFF said they didn't have money. I mean, it's no secret that the NFF is broke. They can't afford it. The latest we heard is that they were talking to, private persons, corporate and organizations and all of that. Maybe they have secured sponsorship for them to say, okay, for that news to be out that by January, expect a foreign coach. I have always said it. If you want to get us a foreign coach, get us a foreign coach that is not going to use the Super Eagles to resurrect his
career.
if you want to look around now and say, okay, coaches that have done stuff with African countries, I mean, one name comes to mind, Hervé Renard.
Exactly.
Are you getting us, Hervé Renard? If you want to look around and say coaches that are doing well, you know, let's put all this, our homophobia and all of that aside. Pitso Mosimane. Can you get Pitso Mosimane? Will he be willing to come, you know, with considering the conflict that Nigeria is up against South Africa in the race for the 2026 World Cup? Would Pitso be willing to take up the job? You know, which coach again would you look at? Or would you go to Europe and get us a very sound coach? Can you afford it? Let's say they can afford it right now. This set of players that we have now, is any foreign coach going to come and make these players blend? I think no.
Sure.
Even if you get us a Pep right now, this set of players, we need to get rid of 40 to 60% of them before we start the negotiation of rebuilding the Super Eagles.
All right.
This set of players cannot and will not qualify for the World Cup even under Pep Guardiola.
So this set of players got you to the AFCON final.
I was about to say
See, calm down. I know. See, let me tell you. I keep telling people this thing. What happened in Côte d'Ivoire is what happens in football once in a while. Before that tournament, you did not predict Nigeria to get to the semi-final.
Tournament football is different from qualifiers.
That is what I'm saying. Tournament football is different. That is why Greece can go to the Euros in 2004 and win it. That is why Denmark will be invited to the Euros and they would win it. That is why Iceland will come to the Euros and they will go all the way. You know, that is the same reason why Nigeria would come, that cannot beat Guinea-Bissau in Lagos or in Nigeria, will go to the tournament and get to the final. You understand? So that is why Portugal will draw all 3 matches in the group stages and go on to win the tournament. Yeah. So tournament football is different. Tournament football, if you win 1, your morale high. You win 2, morale high. You win 3, morale high. You understand? But you play them within weeks.
Yeah.
But this one, you play 2 games in this window.
Don't take break.
You take break.
Before you come back.
Month or 3 months or 2 months before you come back and all of that. So tournament football is different. What sustains you that time is having a pattern. Do we even have a playing pattern? Sorry, this is taking long. If you go back to the 90s, we know that we have a traditional playing pattern. 4-4-2. Finidi Amunike, JJ Olise, Rashidi Amokachi, Chidiwanu Uchokechuka for Benny Ruha Iguavon, Peter Rufai. We have a playing pattern. When he did, I say, on the top, JJ, Kanu, and all of them go calm the tempo. We know it's okay. Super Eagles won calm tempo. Later you pick up again. Do we have a playing pattern right now?
Ademola is playing from the wings.
Do we have a playing pattern right now? How many players play for the Super Eagles right now? Victor Boni says so all his brilliance in Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
What has he done for the Super Eagles?
It happens.
He has done what?
It happens.
It happens.
That is what I'm telling you. So right now, Dagbe.
Okay, no problem. No wahala.
Even I think
Dagbe, the World Cup or which one?
Hervé Renard will not.
No, World Cup, you know they go now. Now don't talk that thing like
Hervé Renard will not even.
We dey go.
Renard will not even.
We dey go there.
Me, I
He won't even
Nigeria,
leave
they
Saudi
go
to come and coach Nigeria. You think he's going to leave Saudi to
Don't
come and
worry.
coach Nigeria?
When we get to Shobanka, I will tell the NFF to put their money on our picks today. That money we go put, we go use and pay Hervé Renard. How much? Hervé Renard won't collect money
No,
pass.
no fit pay Saudi
Hervé Renard
money.
won't collect money pass.
NFF no fit pay Saudi money.
Don't worry, with our Shobanka today, we go pick up. So guys, remember, Bet Nigeria don't up the ante. 200 million naira maximum payout. Now they go for small. Dare to chase your dreams. Wake up. Go for the one. They fit boom your ticket and you fit chop with our picks. We chop this last one now. Yes, now tell us congratulations. Don't be looking at me. Oh my God. Not easy.
I think it's like 6 odd or so.
6.33 as at the time when we book them.
Imagine say you put
what are we saying?
You put your house rent.
100,000. You just put 100,000. You will pay like if they come boom up for you, they boom up to 7 million.
Imagine.
What are we saying?
Imagine say you put your house
no
rent.
problem. Oh yeah now. Oh yeah, let's go. Welcome to the BetBoom segment where I share the most impressive BetBoom slips. Remember, bets that are boomed on Bet Nigeria can win up to 1 billion naira. Baba, just play game. Bet Naija go look, say, oh, you have been a good boy. You have been a good girl. Let me give you Christmas gift. Boom, they go boom your ticket. And you feel win up to 1 billion naira. This one, evidence day, not be cho. Make I begin first with person when we say, the person stake 2,000 naira on 9.3 odds to win 19,582 naira. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 979,101 naira 28 kobo. Yes. Imagine say you want win 19,000. Bet Naija come boom your ticket to 979,000. Come add kobo on top. Now only Bet Naija they run am. Now, someone staked 1,000 naira on 3.07 odds to win 3,065 naira 20 kobo. What did Bet Naija do? Bet Naija boom that ticket to 306,520 naira. Hey, Bet Naija, you do this one. Oh. Then someone made a stake of 100,000 naira on 5.43 odds to win 543,490 naira 19 kobo. What did Bet Naija do? They say, you get mine. You get 100K when you put, no problem. Then boom the ticket to 1,086,980 naira 37 kobo. Your kobo no go miss. Bet Naija go give them to you. Then finally, someone staked 1 million naira on 1.54 odds to win 1,540,000 naira. Bet Naija boom that ticket to say, okay, we'll just double am for you, may you do okay. 3,080,000 naira. Baba, what you they wait for now? Go on top of www.betnaija.com. May you go stake your games. Remember, maximum payout now 200 million. And for this bet boom, Bet Naija fee boom your ticket. And you feel win up to 1 billion naira. Boom, 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 boom. Remember to bet responsibly and bet with what you can afford to lose. Boom! Welcome to Ponta's Corner. Even though they know they wear hats, but they don't wear them. And we go discuss issues so that you self, when they watch, you go know say, talk day. Let's begin first with Manchester City. And I'd like to ask, and straight to the point, will Manchester City make the top 4 this season?
When you look at the people around them, I would want to say they wouldn't. But when you look at the people around them, they have Bournemouth, they have Wolves, they have Nottingham Forest. I think they're just a point behind Nottingham Forest. The only thing that's going to keep them from making that top 4 if they sack Pep Guardiola. And that would be the biggest mistake that they'll make. But if they keep Pep Guardiola and they are able to rebuild their form over a couple of games, I'm sure in the next couple of 3-4 games, if they're able to win 1-2,
they will turn the corner.
They will turn the corner.
Okay.
But if they don't,
okay.
Long way continue.
But if you look at the table now, you see Liverpool.
No, they are 5th.
You see Chelsea. Wait, it's not about being 5th. You see Liverpool. You see Chelsea. You see Arsenal.
They will finish top 4. They are not winning. They are not winning the league.
Okay.
They are 1 point behind Nottingham Forest. The people under them are Fulham, Bournemouth. Nobody.
But these are the teams that they are struggling to beat.
Bournemouth beat them.
Brighton took away the brightness in the team.
Why do you think they cannot win the league?
Huh?
We'll be there.
Win the league.
Oh, so they can. Okay,
they can win the league.
Yeah, tipping them to win the league.
They can still win the league.
Over Arsenal?
How?
They can still win. Wait. I know what you're saying. You know what you're saying over Arsenal. Nobody's saying over Arsenal.
So over who now? Over Rangers. Over Canopilla.
Listen, if Pep Guardiola goes on to win this league,
may they just close EPL. Yes.
Let you just close shop on the EPL for the next 5 years.
Yeah, but I think I
There's a
agree with her
possibility,
because of the teams around that top 4 discussion right now. The teams you expect to be in that discussion are not there. You expect a Tottenham to be there. You expect a Newcastle to be there. You expect a Manchester United to be there.
They are 13th.
Okay, Man U is 13th. Not even in top 10. Goodness.
Man, you know be your problem.
I didn't say. You just mentioned that they were 13th. I almost forgot. So the teams you normally would expect. Wait, 13th, 13th.
They don't even make that.
Okay, don't worry. So after beating Man City, they're still 13th.
13th.
Goodness me. So those teams are not in that discussion right now. And Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and the rest of them, you expect them to drop points.
Exactly.
You understand? And if there is one thing I always say is character is consistent. You understand? Character is consistent. We can for minutes, act up, but then your true character would show. And what has been Manchester City's character in
Winning.
recent years? During the running,
Yeah.
when push gets to shove, during the running, they have shown us that if they want to win 10, 11, 12 on a bounce, they would. I mean, Liverpool were chasing these guys 1 point lead. Was it 1 point or 2 point lead?
Yeah.
They did not drop that point till they won the league. Arsenal won almost all of their games from January till May. Man City still won the league. Man City needed to win every game too. They won every game.
I think
So they have shown us that they are that team that can do it. However, nobody would have thought that Man City would win 1 in 11.
You get as it be.
It be as it gets. So if this form continues, we'll be talking about them avoiding relegation.
Hey,
Interesting,
amen.
interesting. So let's just leave it at that. And let's talk
Amen.
about Marcus Rashford. You know, the last game, the manager told Marcus Rashford and Garnacho to just respect themselves because the plan winning get against Man City, they're not there inside that plan. And, you know, many people were like, no, don't do this, don't do that. But we saw how, you know, the game turned out. Now people don't they talk, say time don't reach for Marcus Rashford to come out because they have marked him for exit. So do you think, Mike Pundit, do you think it is time for Marcus Rashford to leave Manchester United?
100%. The last time I was on the podcast, I mentioned that I think one of the questions was the players that needs to leave.
Yes.
And I mentioned Marcus Rashford being part of the players.
Yeah.
I think it's done. I think he just needs to exit. There is absolutely no point being there again. The project is far away from him. And I mentioned last time out too that Amorim has to be very, very ruthless.
Yes.
If you want, they need a cultural reset in Manchester United. If you want to be at that level, you want the club to be the likes of Marcus Rashford. Look at them and look at them in the eyes and think, academy boy, you've done very well for the club. Thank you for the memories. It is time to exit. There is no gainsaying to it. I think they shouldn't be telling him, in all fairness. They shouldn't be telling him.
He should know.
He should know,
Yes,
and he
he
should
should
be
know.
the one to even start preparing the statement on Instagram to say bye-bye to the club. There's no point being there because that project, what Amorim wants to do, you've seen it in Manchester Derby, right? What he wants to do, Marcus Rashford, is not part, and he would not deliver it. There is no hunger and that bite to deliver it. And we also always mention that there is also need for overhauling of some players.
Yes.
Marcus is number one.
Number one. He should be number one on that list. He should know. Like, I watched Marcus Rashford burst into the scene. The first game he played against Midland, his first game against Arsenal when he scored.
He scored 2 goals here.
He scored 2 goals against Arsenal in his
Just-
first
yeah,
game.
Goals.
Just-
Beautiful goals.
That's the embrace.
Small begin there, no?
Just go ahead.
And
Just go ahead.
since
That's not come
Now
back.
that
to
goes
back.
scored
Come
Joala.
Go ahead. In
Then no
Jesus'
get-
name, go ahead.
No problem.
Now that goes making day where he did that.
So since then, I can say that Rashford has only had one great season for Manchester United. Great individual season. Or probably I can just add that COVID season where it was the 3 up front and
they're fighting for the kids.
and they're fighting. Yeah, exactly. But he has only had one great season when he scored 30 goals. But apart from that, Rashford is 27 and we are still talking about unlocking Rashford. Lookman just won the best player in Africa.
14th in the world.
14th in the world. Has Rashford ever been that close? At 27, we shouldn't be talking about unlocking Rashford.
Who lock him first?
He should be fully
Where they put him?
unlocked.
Who lock him?
Now the 2 goals when he scored against Arsenal.
When you look at all the players that came after Rashford, look at the Vinicius Juniors, look at the Mbappes. He should be ashamed of himself.
Try.
He should be ashamed of himself because he hasn't proven anything. Then Rashford FC will now come and say, "Hey, look at his stats. What stats? You look at Rashford's stats at Man United and it's abysmal. How many goals does he score? How many chances does he create? Now you take that aside, you look at his attitude. It has been terrible. It doesn't even look like someone that is interested in playing football for Manchester United. He looks unhappy. He cannot run. He cannot defend. He literally cannot do anything right now that is right. Yes, you scored 2 goals against Everton. And so, some people cannot beat Everton, but we beat Everton for...
Yes, we did. It's
But
okay.
that-
Let's
The same you know people,
Is
the
the
same
money.
people.
Is the money a factor?
Is the money a factor? The money he earns.
Since he...
Manchester United.
that
because since he
contract.
started, I think he's like the highest earner, right?
Manchester United.
385.
No,
in that region.
it's Casemiro.
Casemiro,
Because we're not going
okay.
for the Champions League. He
In that-
earns
in-
like 270.
In that, okay. I thought Rashford ends around 365 or something.
Champions League.
You understand?
It's
okay,
not
fine.
weird.
So is it also a factor?
Say money done too much. I'll be waiting.
You understand?
Now the decline
You
came
understand?
after
Because
the money.
decline
Came directly after the money.
Because that was that season Rashford scored, was it 18 in the league or
17 in the league, 30 goals.
and all of that
Yeah.
in all competitions. So after then we've not seen anything. This was a guy that burst onto the scene, just like she said correctly, with great expectations.
Yeah.
And then the English press did what they normally do.
Hype.
Oh, Rashford.
Overhype.
Oh, Rashford. But Rashford did not go to the Euros. The last Euros, he didn't make the English squad. He's lost his Three Lions shirt. You understand? And right now, he seems to be losing it at Manchester United. And with what happened on Sunday, even though Amorim said it had nothing to do with disciplinary action, but he's concerned about how the players behave, not just on the field of play,
Also on social media.
Social media, what you dress, how you dress, what you eat, and all of that.
Yeah.
All of those package comes together to form the player he wants at Manchester United. Now we've captured it as culture shock or cultural change or whatever.
Yeah.
Does Marcus Rashford fit in? Amorim came in and he tried something new with him, playing him as a centre forward. I mean, in Amorim's first 1 minute of football, he scored. And all of that. And then he scored like 3 goals under Ruben Amorim, but it's looking like it's not working. He's gone back to Rasmus Højlund. Would Rashford fit into what he's trying to build? Maybe not. Would the owners of Manchester United be willing enough to support Amorim if he wants to kick Rashford out? They are giving us the impression that yes, they will.
Right.
Because, I mean, for some years now, some players that put up certain attitude, the reason why the coaches do not have the power to deal with them decisively is because they don't have backing from the top.
Yeah.
But it's looking like Ratcliffe and the likes would give them the backing that they need to kick him out if they decide to. So I think it's up to Manchester United. Now their problem, they carry on.
All right. Talking about problem, we go sign you. Will Arsenal win the EPL under Arteta?
No. And
Yes.
very big capital.
Oh, I
Yes.
love this.
Very
I
big
love this.
capital. No.
Yeah, over to you, my pundit.
You know he's not a big fan of Mikel
Very
Arteta because of Kai
capital.
Havertz. Now,
No.
it's been 2 seasons back to back second. This season, if Kels not take, he might not even be second. He might even be champion.
Why,
Yes.
This
why,
season,
you,
if
why,
Care
you
is not
lying,
taking-
why are you lying to
He
yourself?
might not be second, he might be champion.
How?
Team land.
Okay,
We'll
land.
finish it. One key part of which I now agree with Sawadinho, which he has been consistent with, is that Kai Havertz will not be a striker to win the Premier League. Fine, Kai Havertz is there. He's going to be there. If Mikel can sort out the part of not having a striker or can go out for a striker in January, he wins the Premier League. However, if he does not win it, according to your question, which means he has 2-3 more years at Arsenal, if he does not win it this season, he can still win it next year or the year after. So for me, yes, he can still win the Premier League with Arsenal. It is very, very possible. It's a clear different case of I've been very close before and I've never been there before. He has been there 2 consecutive seasons, eyeball to eyeball with Pep Guardiola, trying to win the league, and you treat it. Yeah, that's fine. We learn. Yes, we learn from our mistakes and all of that. That is why I said that he has the capacity to do it. However, if he fails to get that striker, the mixing piece for us now is still the striker. Either you like it or not. Of course, the defenders are getting injured and all of these issues with injuries, behavior with red cards and all of that aside. If he sorts out the striker part, he wins the league easily.
What striker do you want to get in January? Because I don't know what striker you want to get in January.
So if you do not get the striker in
Rashford,
January,
Rashford.
that's why I said if you do not get the striker this particular January, if you get the striker in the summer, he wins the league next season.
Don't misquote me and don't get me wrong. There's a proverb that says, a fool is always right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice.
He will listen this time.
What is happening to Arteta is what happened to Wenger in his later years at Arsenal. I have said this countless times. Arsenal cannot win the league with Kai Havertz as your center forward. I said this before, that even a blind man knew that Arsenal needed a striker. Arteta did not go for one. He spent time chasing Mikel Merino and Raheem Sterling deadline day to come and
choice,
do what?
No choice signing.
That is
now,
not playing.
Deadline day. Now, let's even leave the striker issue. Any coach that has 28, 30 players, pool of players to pick from, and you insist on playing players out of position, you should be fired. I'm ready for this guy here. Arsenal has a structure. And we have seen it that this is the structure. Thomas Partey in the midfield.
Yes.
In the midfield. With Thomas Partey in the midfield, with Rice and Odegaard, there is this fluidity with Arsenal's football. Why are you playing Thomas Partey as a right back?
Left
Injuries.
back, right back.
Injuries, right? Good. Against Everton, right? They played goalless. Kieran Tierney was on the bench.
He has not played football in the last 4 months.
He has not played football in the last 4 months, and you have not used him.
Is he not training?
He was injured.
You have
been back
not
for 2 months
used
now.
him. Timber did not play football for 1 year.
Exactly.
He came back and you put him straight up. If Calafiori, if Tomiyasu recovers today, he's playing
today.
next 2 weeks.
Exactly.
He does not like Kieran Tierney, and I'm saying it here.
It has been obvious for everybody to see
Why can't you
now.
say that
He does not like Kieran
It
Tierney.
has been obvious since he
And
came
now
to
he's playing Lewis Kelly. He wants to try to prove to us that Lewis Kelly. Do you know how depressing it would be to you as a footballer that your position needs someone and they are overlooking you to carry someone who is not even a player in that position to play in that position ahead of you?
Very depressing.
Imagine.
Was
Timber
Tierney here
playing
last
from the-
season?
Huh?
Was Tierney with the Arsenal team last season? No.
How does that matter?
He was on loan last season. Wait.
How does that
Listen
matter?
now.
He came back from loan.
Did Lewis
He got
Kelly break
injured.
into the Arsenal team last season?
A beat by
where?
beat. no.
Beat where?
Did they
When
play
I
him?
say
He
break,
made
when I
this
say-
season.
Did they
when I
play
say
him?
break-
So what I'm saying in essence,
when I say break,
let me
he's
land.
always
My
with
players
the
on
team,
the
that's what I
line.
mean by that.
Let me land.
Land.
Arteta is a very stubborn man. And it is his stubbornness that would make Arsenal not to win. He's been doing it since 2020 till date. I'll give you just 3 instances and I wrap up. Sambi Lokonga was a failed project from the word go. Arteta insisted on playing that guy till the chances of winning top 4 was gone. Ceballos,
Hey.
Europa League run. From the round of 16 or so, Ceballos was making error. Arteta kept playing him till the semi-final against Villarreal that he cost us. At the semi-final against Villarreal, Arteta had Aubameyang on the bench and decided to play with the false 9. So it has always been Arteta costing Arsenal, not because Arsenal doesn't have the material. Until people like Bukayo Saka get up and say, I want to leave. And Odegaard and those players that are Arsenal get up and say, I want to leave. That is when Arsenal would wake up. But for now, if Arsenal don't fire Arteta, by the way, he doesn't have an excuse. If Maresca wins the league or Slot wins the league in this season, he doesn't have an excuse.
Good.
Exactly.
So
That's my point.
let's leave you people to the Arsenal brothers to settle your differences. Now, talking about Maresca, our Chelsea title contenders, straight to the point. Our Chelsea title contenders.
Yes, they are. Forget this pretense.
Chelsea fans are chickens. They are afraid to be called butlers. That's why they are not admitting that they are title
Wait, you say they're
contenders.
chickens?
They are chickens.
Oh, wow.
What if they don't want it to get into their head?
They are managing their
I
expectations.
don't understand.
Yes.
What are they managing?
They are managing their
just-
expectations.
After spending how many billion?
They are managing
what
their
are you
expectations.
managing?
They are humble.
Chelsea fans, you guys are chicken. Say, we are just collecting 3 points. If you give us the trophy at the end of the season, my friend, go and sit down. They are title contenders. And Arsenal fans should be ashamed of themselves.
Let me just tell you, I said that
You guys should be ashamed now.
what?
You have been pursuing Man City for the last 2 years.
We're still pursuing them now. We're still pursuing them to
pursuing Man
relegation.
City. You are
We're
pursuing
still
us.
pursuing them
You
to
are
relegation.
You are pursuing
City
Chelsea.
failed, Arsenal will
Wait,
You are
fail.
pursuing. You are
Man
pursuing
City-
Chelsea.
Allow
You are
first.
pursuing Arne
Allow
Slot.
first.
2 managers, 2 new managers. They just came
we're
into the
pursuing Man
league.
City.
The
You don't
man,
get
wait.
the point.
You use the word.
Oh, okay.
We've used the word challenge.
Yes.
Right? It is not to win. They've not won. They've not won it.
But they are
And
playing
Slot
better
does
than
not.
you.
No. Why should I
Are they
be
not playing better
ashamed?
than you?
Wait. Why should I be ashamed now because Maresca is playing better than me? He has
They
not
are
even won
playing
anything.
better than
Okay, you know what?
You
You know what?
No.
He said-
He has not won it.
He says
He has not even won
he
it.
says why should he be ashamed now? So postpone your shame. No one. When the time come, you will still carry that shame.
But
Now, let's
remember,
talk about-
Ligue
I told
Ligue
you that
Ligue
by
has to win.
January, Liverpool's lead on the top of the table will not be up.
And you also said
told us
that.
that Arsenal will not
Very
get points.
good.
Wait first.
And you still
Yes.
won side.
Chelsea now, there are 2 points behind Liverpool, even though Liverpool have a game in hand.
Yes.
Even though they don't want to admit it, we know that they are title contenders. But
Yes.
just like she said, they are chicken-hearted. You know, they don't want to be called Butler's FC. But then I think there is something about this Chelsea side. This burning zeal, desire, you know, that comes and that is what I've been saying in previous episodes, that this youth project,
Yes.
because they are all beginning to pick at the right time. You know, if they continue like that, maybe what will work against them is that in the last 2-3 seasons, they have not actually been involved in a typical running. And Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal of recent have shown us that running season can be crazy. Do they have it in them?
But
Very
who are
big
the
question.
people in the running, please?
Very big question. When we get to where we are running, we see those that
know
are
the people in
running.
the running now.
Even Man, you can join the running. That's it. We run to.
The point between us and 6 is not much.
It's
now.
not much. Don't worry.
It's not much.
We'll run in. No problem. Let's talk about Liverpool now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people looked at Klopp and they were like, anybody when go feel this man's shoes, the person go need to get big feet because he not go easy. But we have seen what Slot has done with Liverpool, you know, and Liverpool, whether you like it or not, are a formidable side.
Yeah, they are.
You know, one man down against Fulham from like the 20th minute, and they still held their own. If not be some kind things,
They're supposed to win the game.
it still end in their favor.
Yeah.
Do you think that Slot has transformed Liverpool to a side that people feel beat their chest, say, yes, this team, they're not going to miss Klopp at all?
Transformed, no. Because he
that's not
inherited
the
a
word.
good side.
Okay.
Yes.
He inherited. The man did not sign. Liverpool only signed 2 players in this
Injury
transfer
players.
window.
Yes, sir.
One
Chiesa.
goalkeeper and Chiesa. Even the goalkeeper is still at Valencia. I think so. And Chiesa. Chiesa has only made 1 substitute appearance in the Premier League.
He has been injured for most of it.
You understand? So he's actually using the same set of players that Klopp
Klopp.
left. And Klopp had instilled this fight spirit, this competition spirit. I mean, I know someone might be quick to say, 2 seasons ago, Liverpool didn't even make it to the Champions League. It doesn't matter. They've won everything. They won everything under Jurgen Klopp. You know, they played in the Champions League final. Was it twice or thrice under Jurgen Klopp? You know, they won the Champions
3
League.
times.
They won the Premier League for their first Premier League title in Premier League era. You know, they won the League Cup, they won the FA Cup, they won the Super Cup, they won the World Club Cup, they won everything. So that winning mentality right now is in Liverpool. So what is surprising is that Slot slotted in seamlessly. Seamlessly. When you have raised the bar as high as Klopp did, you would expect maybe the next manager to
struggle.
wobble a little. But because of the mentality of the players that he inherited, he's not inheriting a team where you want to ship out, say, 30, 60, 40% of them. He's inheriting a team that can still fight. Van Dijk at over 30 is still one of the best defenders in the league. Salah at over 30 is still one of the forwards you want to have in your team. You know, and then you have the Liverpool boys like Trent, and then you have Robertson, and then the new additions from Klopp last season. Gravenberch,
Get to know the league better.
Cody Gakpo, Diaz, Jota, you know, these guys have the mentality to go all the way.
Even the second goalkeeper.
Even the
Even
second goalkeeper.
Kelleher's got the mentality, yeah.
Kelleher is
Yes,
also
now,
fantastic.
yes.
So I think he just slotted in seamlessly.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he transformed the team.
Okay, so let's talk about rivalries now. We saw the last Manchester derby, and it appears like, you know, there's a new sheriff in town, and he's very confident that Manchester is red. Is this a rivalry that football lovers should begin to brace up for? Or this one just happened? We know, because the other people before Amorim, even though, you know, Solskjaer have been try small, but now collect, Man U they collect. Man U just knows anytime when they go Etihad, Now just make we see how the thing go play out. But this is a manager who is telling you that Manchester is red. Already, the team, like say, don't they ingrained, say that rivalry when would always he don't come to stay.
There is no rivalry there.
There's no rivalry.
No. Like you mentioned,
okay, so Amorim passed Guardiola now.
Pep passed Amorim now.
But he don't beat him twice this season.
One in Champions League.
With Sporting Lisbon.
One at
and with Manchester United.
Fine. At the end of the season, we'll see who wins the trophies.
No, we're talking about the head-to-head
rivalry.
I'm Manchester City derby.
The Manchester City, they've only played once in the Manchester derby, so there's no rivalry there. And you cannot say because the goals were scored in how many seconds again?
125.
It does not. How does that matter?
I'm coming.
I think we should throw this question to
I'm coming. Now I'm coming. So it was. I didn't want to say smash and grab. I think on the overall play, you might say, oh, maybe the 7 for Manchester United to have won that game, no problem. But on the long run, there's no rivalry to it because Pep will still win the second leg. It's just as simple as that. So yeah,
he win the second leg
if he's there. If he's there.
At Old Trafford.
Yes.
Against Amorim.
Amorim Olua.
Who has the Amorim?
Amorim Olua.
Nottingham Forest won at
Nottingham Forest won at Anfield too. Yeah.
So there's no rivalry there. Pep is
okay. I love. God, why do you want to take away the joy I feel in my
I'm
heart?
expecting that to be objective, not to say that Amorim.
Okay,
I don't understand. How will you tell me what to say?
Let's hear what she has to say.
You can't tell me what to say.
I'm expecting.
Yeah.
We can't just judge from. I don't make happiness not go keep me. Seriously, but objectively, we can't just judge from this one game. Man United still has a long way to go. We're still trying to get back the structure of the team to get ourselves to competing at that Man City level. Not the Man City that they're playing now, but getting to competing and winning trophies at that Man City level. Comparing Amorim to Pep Guardiola now is just doing him a disservice and putting too much pressure on him. But we're going to get there. We can see it. No, it is clear that there's a structure that this man is building in this team. We can see that I like the fact that it's strict, taking Rashford and Garnacho off the team and say, okay, you're not deserving of it. You're not working hard enough in the training ground. You shouldn't be part of my team. You can see it. It is clear. It is now for the player to drink and sleep with it and wake up and go and prove it on the pitch of play that this is it.
Exactly. And with the success of Manchester City, in the recent years, the derby is becoming what it should be.
Yeah.
Not be those times when Man City go beat Man U, people go still go they dance for TikTok.
I really
Man City go beat you, they happy.
I really wish we can have that rivalry back. I really wish, because
I wish we can.
Those rivalries.
Now they make the body sweet now.
Yes, the Pep Mourinho rivalry at Barcelona and
Real Madrid.
The Fergie Wenger rivalry. At some point, the Mourinho Fergie Wenger rivalry. In fact, Mourinho Wenger. Mikel recently said that I think he instilled hatred in them
Chelsea
towards Arsenal.
Wow.
You could barely even shake the hands of an Arsenal player before a game. Mourinho is sitting somewhere and he's watching. Mourinho literally goes to the press conference and tears Wenger into shreds, and he comes back to them and he tells them, I've just turned that guy into shreds. You better go and deliver on the field. So I think we want to see that rivalry back. So can we see it with Amorim and Pep Guardiola? Amorim is too gentle.
No, he's not.
No. What I'm talking about gentle. He's not that kind of. He doesn't give me the vibe of that manager that can go celebrate in your face.
Okay.
Like Mourinho.
Okay.
Those are the things that build up the rivalry. When Wenger won't give Mourinho chokehold. You understand? So Amorim looks like that manager that will feel pity for you. If
they beat you fall, you go come up players.
You come up players, say take your foot off the gas. He looks like that kind of manager, that will still have respect, that will still come and beat you and come and say respect. Not like Mourinho, that will beat you and come out and say Nto. You understand?
Yes.
So we want that kind of rivalry. I don't think we can see it between both of them, but I really want a situation where we're heading into a Manchester derby and we don't know that, it's going to be a 6-1.
All right. So something you must know is that betNaija maximum payout is 200 million naira. Baba, no go for small, go for high. Then if you boom your ticket, that one a +1. And then you feel chop 200 million. betNaija go so cloth for you. They'll give you Ankara with betNaija on top. Carry live band, come and panara. Why you they go for small thing? Go for big one. Remember, Bet responsibly and bet with what you can afford to lose. Terms and conditions apply. So this is the hot tip segment where we look at the weekend of December 21st and 22nd and all the interesting games that are lined up for you. In the English Premier League, Aston Villa, Manchester City. If Man City thinks things go easy for them to turn the corner, this one are roundabout to it not go easy. Then there's also Ipswich Town versus Newcastle United. Ipswich don't they pick some kind of important wins and the team they be like say, things don't they look up. Arsenal travel to Crystal Palace. Chelsea away against Everton. Manchester United play host to Bournemouth and Tottenham Hotspur will take on Liverpool. In the La Liga, there's Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Everybody go to put eye for that particular game and Real Madrid against Sevilla. In the Bundesliga, there is Bayer Leverkusen against Freiburg. Boniface, we believe you say you go begin to do the thing for us. And in the Italian Serie A, AC Milan travel to Verona. Napoli travel to Genoa, and Lazio with Dele Bashiru will travel to Lecce.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing betBOOMs. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on betNigeria.
Make we can enter where, as people when be say, we be winners now.
As winners.
Because we are coming from the back of 6.33 odds win boom. Yes, let's now just look at some of these
Humble,
games.
eh?
Yes,
Stay humble, eh?
Yeah.
Stay humble, eh?
Stay humble.
You not been the drag us anyhow. Anyhow, we una want do am. Make una do am now. Yes, so let's look at these games and talk about what we can do. Yes. So Chelsea travel to Everton. What do you think? Do we go for goals, straight win for Chelsea, or over one?
Over 1.5, I think.
Over one. What about Chelsea win or draw?
Well, considering that Chelsea, Arsenal couldn't.
Chelsea.
Considering that Arsenal couldn't beat
Everton.
like they didn't play that badly against Arsenal, so they might.
Let's just go for
Chelsea
I
win
think
goals.
let's go for goals.
Let's go for goals because I
Because
think
nobody would have
Chelsea
imagined that.
is the
Yes,
highest
now.
scoring side right now in the
Nobody
league.
would have imagined
If
that.
I'm not mistaken.
No, let's go for goals. I think
Let's just
it's
go for
safer.
goals.
You know, Everton played 0-0 against Arsenal. If Everton
Chelsea
no
go
score,
score
we
the
expect
goal.
Chelsea to score 2
Chelsea-
goals.
Chelsea win or draw then.
Chelsea
Chelsea
win or draw.
then.
Chelsea win or draw.
Chelsea win or draw. Okay, nice. Chelsea win or draw. Then there's Fulham
Sound
against.
beat Chelsea now.
There's Fulham against Southampton. Southampton don't sack their manager.
Fulham
But
will
Fulham they
beat
have Craven
some
Cottage.
batter Southampton.
That's a
Now,
straight win.
Sawa will say that there's a managerial bounce, but
There's
there's
no
no
managerial bounce
There's
on
no
it.
announce. Now the assistant
I
good.
There's
totally
nothing even
get.
bounce in
So
there.
you know,
You don't even
They are
need
very
them
bad.
to announce a manager. Sometimes you just only need to announce that a manager has been fired.
Yeah.
and
And then you see Eyimba beating Inter Milan.
Okay, so Fulham playing at
Kevin
home.
Cottage.
Do we do Fulham
Fulham
win or draw?
win.
Win or
Safe.
draw. Win or draw. is safe.
Win.
Okay, let's go with Mike. In case he cuts.
Win or draw. I beg. Safe.
All of us
Safe.
Alex will be there now.
Eh?
Alex will be there.
so-
Kambas will come back. He missed that last game. Fulham to
Win or draw.
And
Win or
this
draw.
guy, they
Win or
fire.
draw. Better safe than
No
sorry.
need
Win
for
or draw.
this.
Win or draw. Better safe than
win or
sorry.
draw.
Fulham win. Fulham win.
Fulham win.
Fulham win. I go with him.
Fulham win.
Okay.
Fulham.
Fulham win.
Fulham
All
win
right.
to apply for first half.
Then there's Manchester United against Bournemouth. Manchester United against Bournemouth. Do we do over one?
Over 1.5.
Let's go for goals though, because that Bournemouth, they've beaten Man City, they've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Newcastle United. You know, I mean, was it? No, they beat Newcastle. I mean, Brentford beat Newcastle. You know,
I think it's Brentford.
Brentford beat Newcastle.
I think so.
But then they've gotten wins. You know that I mean, you will even wonder. So let's go for goals for them. Bournemouth.
1.5.
Okay.
And then they are playing against Manchester United.
So over 1.5.
Maybe.
Okay, over 1.5. No wala. Then we have Osasuna against Athletic Bilbao. That Bilbao, they carry better odds. And if he go spoil, now draw, they go draw.
I'm looking at X2.
X2.
Yes, I think that's the better
Bilbao
option.
win or draw.
Yes.
All right.
What's the better option?
Then there's Real Madrid against Sevilla. Real Madrid, Sevilla.
Either Madrid straight win or Madrid win or draw.
Against Sevilla.
Madrid go win.
Maybe we do Madrid to win either half because that's Sevilla.
Neither of them they go far.
Either half, like
No,
as
they
in,
risky.
at least one half. Either they win either first half or they win
Or they
second
win
half.
second half, okay.
Because I don't think I would want to bet that Madrid will beat Sevilla because
At the Bernabeu.
Sevilla is a boogie team. I always say it.
Even if they are
you
bad, when they
listen-
see Madrid,
and
they'll
then
turn up.
I'm very wary when your rival are dropping points. Sometimes it bless say they rub off on the person where you expect to just
Yeah.
Now when Barcelona don't they drop points.
Then two they drop.
You go see
So
am.
Leverkusen, Freiburg.
Leverkusen at home?
Freiburg. Yes, Leverkusen at home against Freiburg.
Goals.
Goals.
I think
Goals over 1.5.
1.5, yeah.
All right, no problem. Then we would choose one of these two. Or if we go back to that Fulham Southampton, go see what we do. There's Genoa playing host to Napoli and Lecce playing host to Lazio. This Lazio, Inter Milan jammed them like say, then still original charger. They lost 5-0 at home.
Man, you
against
beat
Inter
Everton
Milan.
4-0. Arsenal blaze 0-0.
That's not the
No two games are the same.
Okay, so
No
Genoa
two games
Napoli.
are the same.
Genoa Napoli.
Napoli
Genoa drew
win or
against
draw.
AC Milan at the San Siro.
Napoli win or draw.
Napoli win. Straight win.
Napoli straight wins.
Straight win against
Safety,
Genoa.
safety.
Napoli straight win.
Safety.
If you have many X2 on that this thing, I just small odd.
Okay,
the
oh yeah,
one go
Napoli
reach.
straight
win.
Then Lecce versus Lazio.
Lazio straight win.
So if you go choose Lazio straight
In the
win,
same
yes.
goes.
Okay.
1.5.
Then it's 8 games in total. We will guys come on one. Do we do away with Lecce, Lazio, or Fulham Southampton?
Please do away with Genoa Napoli.
Genoa Napoli.
You think Genoa can offset them?
Napoli straight win. Conte is Conte in.
but
that's
Conte-
the kind I choose. You know, say that's
Okay.
when I follow my math. That
Oh,
like-
yeah, so you say we come out Genoa Napoli. I've taken that out.
We have Lecce and
Lecce at home against Lazio.
You safe to remove Lecce.
That one
put
concern
Napoli.
you.
Okay, oh yeah, so
Lecce out, Napoli
Lazio,
win.
put Napoli in.
Yeah, Napoli win.
okay, so let's do Genoa versus
Napoli straight win.
Genoa Napoli. Napoli straight win.
Okay.
Risk am. Life now risk.
If Napoli no win, we'll try again another time.
Since Napoli go, we might go miss Sawadinho.
All right. So we have 7 games,
Yeah.
and you would see the total stake on the screen. Just make sure say you run am sharp, and we go boom. We dey speak from a place of boom. So now more boom. It's gonna be boom this weekend. Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment where you are expected to predict the correct outcome of just 3 games. Una know say before now 5, and we'll tell you say you predict the score line. This time, betNaija say just tell us the outcome, whether na win, whether na loss, whether na draw of just 3 games, and you go stand the chance to win cash. They fit bonus your account. You go win signed jerseys or other betNaija merchandise. What you dey wait for? Shebi some of una go come, they talk say, you people will just be predicting. We don't win the last one, 6.33 odds. So this one now, tell us what you think the outcome of these games would be. Let me begin first with Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. Predict the outcome. Win, loss, or draw. Who go win? Who go lose? Who go draw? Bayern Munich against Leipzig. And Real Madrid against Sevilla. All you need to do now to just predict, say, na Bayern go win, na Madrid go win, na Liverpool go win. And just put them there. Remember, for this week, it will be on the betNaija IG page at betNaija IG. So now there you go make your predictions. Now IG constituency now you get this week. So go on top of betNaija IG, go make your predictions for there. May the odds be in your favor. Boom! So Joyce Williams, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing conversation. Sawa, amazing conversation. Mike The Pundit, amazing conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully, when we come back, you will swallow your words. You say Arsenal no go drop points.
Arteta na him drop am. Maybe Arsenal drop am. Now Arteta drop am.
Compliments of the season. Have a wonderful celebration this Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
and a prosperous New Year in advance. Remember, betNaija don't up the ante 200 million. By bar, put your money but bet responsibly and remember to stick with what you can afford to lose.
Yeah.
Terms and conditions
Apply. Merry
Feliz
Christmas.
Navidad. Feliz Navidad.